Coming up on this special edition of the TCC Report, we'll take you inside this summer's Gear Up Institute, where middle and high school students get prepared for college, right here on our campus.
TCC faculty and staff are recognized once again for their hard work and dedication, this time all the way in Austin, Texas.
I am so excited.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the program.
And we'll tell you what the excitement is all about, because in this episode, we're reporting from the college's Learning Commons. Stay tuned. The TCC Report starts right now. Welcome back to the TCC Report. I'm John Schultz.
And I'm Eva Nielsen-Parks. All that and more. But first, let's take a look at our most recent graduates on their special day.
It actually feels amazing. Just 2 days ago, my grandma had passed, and the one thing that she asked me, she said, just finish school, continue. And so after walking across the stage, it's going to continue. I'm going to go to FIU and just go as far as I can go. So I'm definitely doing it for a lot of reasons.
To be honest with you, I was once told that use this as your transportation to your destination. And that's exactly what this is right now. This is transportation to my destination. It's another milestone, and we're doing it. We're going hard.
It was a perfect transition school because I was homeschooled up until I started here. And I would not be able to, I wouldn't feel ready to go to a four-year university. And this was a perfect transition school. And I've loved all my professors, all my classes. Everybody's just wonderful, wonderful at TCC, so yeah.
It's been a long journey, I'm just excited. Next up, so hey, it's a milestone and I passed it. So I'm just ready.
TCC has prepared me for the next move. Coming back a little bit older, I had originally went to university when I graduated high school, and having the chance to come back to school, the community college made a whole lot more sense. Your professors are usually doctors of their subjects, not graduate students and whatnot. And it just seems to me that for being a community college, the level of education was very, very high. I was very happy with it.
Well, student success is absolutely at the core of what TCC is all about. And we pride ourselves for access. We celebrate the success, though, and that's what today is at graduation. This is the commencement exercise, obviously, and it is wonderful to see all of these young men and women achieve their dreams.
It's about dang time I'm graduating. It's taken me 5 years to get my 2-year degree, so.
It's exciting, it's different, and it's quite an accomplishment for me because when I started, I hadn't been to school in 48 years. I'm only just now applying to FSU because I didn't think I could cut it at FSU. Now, after 3 diplomas in 6 years, I think I can stand up to the students over there.
10 years from now, the top 10 jobs that will exist hadn't even been invented yet. So this is our age of creativity and innovation and ingenuity. And students with AA degrees should come out, they should know that the world is their oyster and they can have any opportunity that they want.
So excited. I have my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren here. So I am so excited, and my message to them is, Grandma can do this, no excuses.
Well, the one thing I want to say to the students is, enjoy today.
Here at Tallahassee Community College, one of our core values is student success. Earlier this summer, local high school instructors spent a day at TCC learning how to better prepare their students for college. TCC hosted representatives from Leon County schools who met with TCC faculty, staff, and administrators to address college readiness. This was the first forum held with teachers from across the district. Organizers tell us this forum actually started out as a request from high school instructors.
One thing that we heard from the high schools was we want faculty-to-faculty conversations. We want to know what's going on in the college classroom. What can we do in the high schools to make the transition easier for the students?
I think it's wonderful. When I saw the workshop was going to happen, I wanted to come and see what it was all about. The transition from high school to secondary school, I was like really excited and wanted to find out what it was all about so I could share with my students as well as my colleagues.
I think a better understanding of the culture that we have here at TCC and what our faculty expect of students so that they can help prepare their students to enter that culture.
Organizers of this event hope this will be just the first of many forums to come. And as always, Channel 22 will be right there to cover it.
Staying with the theme of college readiness, earlier this summer, TCC hosted the Association of Florida Colleges Spring Joint Commissions Conference. AFC is a statewide organization that represents Florida's 28 community and state colleges. Its goal is to increase the professional development of college faculty and staff.
Having the AFC here is a wonderful event for not only our college, but for all colleges. This is just a great time where they can get together, we can share information across colleges, what works, what doesn't work, what we've learned. They're doing it in a way where they're having fun, which is incredibly important, but it's just a tremendous opportunity for our staff to grow by learning from other folks.
The Association of Florida Colleges represents over 43,000 college employees throughout the state. The focus of this particular conference was on each special commission, which are groups that faculty and staff belong to back at their colleges.
They're getting a lot of good information. It's a professional development activity for them. They'll go back to their colleges with new information and better ways to do their job. Secondly, they're meeting other folks who do the same jobs that they do. So if you're stuck in a little rural campus in Northwest Florida, you can find out how Miami-Dade is doing it, how Valencia is doing it, how Tallahassee is doing it, and you create contacts that you can use then when you go back to your own school.
One of the great things about coming to a conference like this is, yes, between the sessions and the networking with colleagues, all of this helps inform my thinking about my work and my practice in every day. And I can't wait to get back to work and show everybody what I've learned.
TCC's very own Byron Todd has been a member of AFC since he started at TCC 17 years ago. Now president-elect of the association, Todd says this organization offers a great support system for college employees.
It's a great organization, a lot of great people, and you learn a lot, and it supports the employees, whether you're administration, staff, faculty, and students. It's for our organization to make sure that we can get the things that we need here in the state of Florida.
He's a lawyer, pastor, author, and government official with a strong record of service to the greater Tallahassee community. A member of TCC's Alumni Hall of Fame, Matthew Carter attributes much of his professional success to the foundation established during his experience at TCC. Let's meet and get to know TCC alumnus Matthew Carter.
TCC for me was a life-changing experience because with Dr. Turner, who was the president at the time, and Dean Rooks, who was the dean of students, they took a special effort in helping a lot of the veterans make the transition.
In 1975, when Carter enrolled at TCC, he was part of a wave of veterans resuming their careers in the wake of the Vietnam War.
They made a special effort to make the veterans feel welcome, because at that point in time, very few institutions, as we know it, made Vietnam-era veterans feel welcome. But they made us feel welcome. They created an environment for us to blossom and to expand.
In 1977, Carter was the first in his family to graduate from college. But it didn't stop there. Encouraged by his wife Rita, Carter continued to further his education.
First thing we wanted to do was, unlike we wanted to have a college education. I'm the first in my family to even finish high school. And so we were basically first generation college graduates in our family. And we grew from that, and then we decided, okay, now that we've got a system to where we want to get out of poverty and off of the farm and get a college degree, we probably need to get more education. So at that point in time, she decided to go ahead and work on her master's and say, Matt, we need to do more. So she pushes me, she loves me, she challenges me to be more and to do more. And so we decided that we'd have that dream. We had a dream together on being the best that we could be. And it's a wonderful experience to wake up in the morning and look at her and tell her, honey, can you remember the time when we had nothing? And look at how God has blessed us.
Carter went on to get a doctoral degree from Gulf Coast College and Seminary. And since then, Carter has served the state of Florida as a lawyer, pastor, author, and government official. But his most recent accomplishment was being appointed to the Board of Governors of the state university system by Governor Rick Scott.
The best kind of economic development is that if we can educate the world, one is that we can give them a quality education, but there's a socialization factor too, is that two, we can show them there's a quality of life aspect to it, is that just as I came from South Georgia and got educated at Florida State and went back and made a difference in my community, these people from China, from India, from Korea, from Russia, from Brazil, they can come to the United States, hopefully they'll come to Florida and get educated, and then take these values that we have here in Florida and take them there, because in addition to accountability and efficiency, there's a community service aspect. And I know that most of the state university system schools require the students to go out and do some community service work. And I think that will bode well for us serving as we educate the world. That's my hope and dream as a member of the Florida Board of Governors.
Carter says it was the foundation that he got at TCC that made everything possible.
Just like I recommended my kids to TCC, I recommend TCC to any student coming out of high school. The kids can come in and they can develop their own perspective. I was self-driven. When I got to TCC, they allowed me to focus and go on my own direction in terms of what I wanted to do. And I think when you give kids an environment like that, give them a focus though, in terms of the focus being graduation, but as they go through the process and matriculate through the process, and then, as I say, there's an app for that, then they can go to the next level of higher ed.
I chose a college
where my success is valued,
my future enhanced.
I chose a quality education
with a personal touch,
a gateway to universities
and careers,
and a door to the world.
More than 700 courses
and 80 programs,
online learning and smaller classes
with courses that fit my schedule and budget.
I chose Tallahassee Community College.
It's your choice.
Tallahassee Community College.
Welcome back. TCC's efforts in international education includes a blossoming partnership with the college's sister school, Sanshin High School of Commerce and Home Economics in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. Students from our campus get a chance to live, learn, and teach Taiwanese students for an entire summer. They've been doing this for almost 20 years. Our relationship with Sanshin High School began in the spring of 1993 when Jerry Fussell, an English teacher at Sanshin High School in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, visited the TCC campus. It was then he extended an invitation for some of the college's instructors to teach in the Sanshin High School Summer English program. July of 1993, 5 instructors from TCC traveled with 3 additional county school teachers to Kaohsiung, Taiwan to teach English as a second language to the students of Sanshin High School for the first time.
In 1993, we were approached by 2 teachers who were here from Taiwan. They told us that they had a summer English program at their school. They needed more teachers because they were getting teachers from California, but they didn't have enough. And so they invited us to come, and we have taken over the program and handled it ever since.
We caught up with the newest group of students before heading off to Taiwan this summer. Here's what they had to say.
I'm very excited about the program. I heard about it, I think, about 2 years ago, and I was excited to sign up then when I was attending TCC.
I am so excited to go to Taiwan. I've never traveled outside of America before, so this is my first big trip. I finally got my passport for this trip and everything, so it's very real and very exciting.
I'll be able to experience different cultures, and as a teacher, I'm always going to have different cultures in my classroom. So I think that throwing myself in and immersing myself in a different culture will be a great experience for me.
I'm an international affairs major, so for me this is an amazing experience. I get to learn about the Taiwanese culture.
The best advice I could give to the students that are going to be going with me to experience the same thing I did, just have an open mind, because they are about to experience a culture shock, and they can make it, personally, they can make it good or bad, and hopefully they're going to keep that open mind and make it a good culture shock.
We are so fortunate to have students that not only make positive changes right here at TCC, but across the globe.
That's right. These trips have proven to be academically successful and internally rewarding. So much so that one of TCC's former students, Dana Terry, after visiting Taiwan, has made it her mission in life to make a difference in the world.
I love to travel. I like to think of myself as a humanitarian.
Dana Terry began attending TCC as a dual enrollment student during her junior year in high school. As a dual enrollment student, she maintained a 4.0 GPA. While attending TCC, Dana didn't waste any time getting involved. She was a TCC ambassador, member of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, active member in Model United Nations, president of the International Student Organization, and more.
She is an excellent example of the great work that we do here at TCC because she got an excellent basis here and she went on to do great things, and she's going to continue in that vein.
Dana says the inspiration for her career goals started with getting involved with TCC's Model United Nations and International Student Organization.
I didn't really start figuring out what I wanted to maybe major in till when I was 17, and I started going to Model UN meetings and International Student Organization meetings. And that just kind of started my path along deciding I wanted to go towards international relations, and even what I wanted to do with international relations kind of started here. So I definitely thank TCC for giving me the guidance.
Right after graduation, Dana was one of 8 students selected to participate in TCC's Summer English program, traveling to Taiwan to teach English.
She approached me about coming on the trip, and initially I said, well, she's not an education major, but the sponsor of the Model UN said, oh, you can't do any better than Dana Terry.
The trip to Taiwan has definitely helped me prepare for my future endeavors and career goals, and the fact that I had more experience abroad, more experience in a culture I'm not used to. It's not my culture.
The future is bright for Dana as she embarks on her international service endeavors, but things weren't always clear.
I remember sitting in the General Assembly at the UN headquarters in New York, and I was there for a Model UN conference, and just there with my delegation. Dr. Murgo is my advisor, and all of the other delegations around us. That experience definitely helped me figure out that this is what I want to do with my life. I want to make a difference.
But most of all, I have appreciated her because of her value toward education and how she continues to set high goals for herself. So I really admire her as a student, and I know she's going to do great things in her future life.
There's so much opportunity out there. All you have to do is look for it and then go for it and just try your best. Just keep your grades up. I graduated with a 4.0. I'm not a genius. I just worked very hard. So honestly, I just go for my dreams, and anyone can and should.
We certainly wish Dana the best of luck in her future endeavors.
You know, John, one of the things Dana mentioned that helped her along the way was TCC's Learning Commons. The TCC Learning Commons is a comprehensive, integrated learning center that provides learning assistance and resources to all TCC students in the areas of math, science, accounting, economics, English, reading, writing, and more. The Tutor Training Program at Tallahassee Community College's William D. Law Jr. Learning Commons has received Level 1 certification from the College Reading and Learning Association, an international tutor training program certification. The ITTPC certifies post-secondary education tutor training programs and authorizes them to certify individuals as tutors. TCC's Level 1 certification extends through May 31st, 2013 and will be renewed annually. TCC applied for Level 2 certification in June and will apply for Level 3 in January 2013. Preparing to apply for Level 1 certification was a year-long process, and Dr. Search gives high praise to the Learning Commons leadership and staff for their achievement.
This summer, student leaders from Tallahassee Community College joined their peers from across the country for a teleconference with President Barack Obama. At the invitation of Tallahassee Mayor John Marks, TCC students Michael Edwards and Chris Hufty traveled to Tallahassee City Hall, where they were joined by students from both Florida State University and Florida A&M University for the 60-minute teleconference. Cecilia Munoz, director of the Domestic Policy Council, joined the president to discuss the proposed doubling of interest rates on student loans beginning July 1st. Michael Edwards, who chairs TCC's Student Organization Council, had an opportunity to ask Munoz a question during the Q&A portion of the teleconference.
It's remarkable getting all the states around this nation together, their mayors, governors, calling in with not only universities but community colleges coming together talking about interest rates and how it is severely important that they stay at the level they are.
Edwards says it was very humbling to discuss a topic of this importance with the president. He also added that in his role as the SOC chair, he feels he has a responsibility to keep students informed about education-related issues while identifying simple and proactive steps that can result in change.
Here at TCC, we pride ourselves in being your partner of choice, employer of choice, but most importantly, the college of choice. And one way we stay true to that is by making college affordable. Last month, Tallahassee Community College's District Board of Trustees approved a budget that includes no increase on tuition for the fall 2012 semester. The vote took place during TCC's monthly Board of Trustees meeting. During the board meeting, TCC President Jim Murdaugh announced his recommendation to freeze tuition, despite authorization by the Florida legislature to increase tuition by up to 5%. The board voted unanimously in June to support the president's recommendation.
If you look at what it costs to get either a certificate program or an AA degree, whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve out of your college opportunity here at TCC, this is the best investment that you can make.
TCC tuition and fees are $98.83 per credit hour for in-state residents and $375.99 per credit hour for out-of-state residents. In his recommendation to the board, President Murdaugh referenced Governor Rick Scott's request to colleges to first make certain that they are as efficient as possible with current budgets before increasing student tuition rates. Scott also added that any tuition hikes should support improved learning gains, higher completion and placement rates, or improved programs tied directly to Florida's workforce.
For TCC to take a stand like this, one thing it means we're going to be working even harder to make sure that quality of the program stays and even improves.
Along with making college affordable, we also believe in preparing students for college. One of the ways we do that is through a wonderful program called Gear Up.
Gear Up stands for Gaining Early Awareness and Readiness for Undergraduate Programs. And so our goal is to help students become more college ready.
Services are provided within 7 counties in the northeastern area of Florida. The Gear Up Institute specifically targets low-income and potential first-generation students and underprivileged youth.
Most of our services are for the provision of getting students ready to seek college or higher learning education as well as career choices.
The goal of Gear Up is to not only provide services to their local schools, but to prepare students for undergraduate programs and getting them ready for college.
So what we want to do is give them the academic skills and those social skills to just try to prepare them and give them as much as we can, pack them with knowledge in high school, and that way when they leave out, they'll be a little bit more successful once they enter.
This summer, students participated in exciting enrichment activities, including dance, computer graphics, music production, and more. And one of the best parts of the program was that it was provided at no cost to the students. Since 2009, TCC has been the host and funding provider for Gear Up, along with grants from the U.S. Department of Education and other community partners and resources.
When you go to this program, it gets you ready, puts you on the college campus, show you around stuff that you might encounter, and help you also in classwork.
Do you have the right technology skills for in-demand jobs? Are you looking for an easy and affordable way to learn new technology?
I barely have the time, let alone the money.
TCC's Tech at Night program could be just what you need to increase your value in the workplace. TCC's designed a variety of 3-hour workshops in multiple locations to fit your schedule and your budget.
I took a short course and landed a great job.
Get started, get creative, get connected. Learn the skills you need at just $25 per workshop with TCC's Tech at Night.
Welcome back. As some of you may know, the Florida legislature and Governor Rick Scott approved $4.5 million for the college to build the Wakulla Environmental Institute. Earlier this summer, TCC President Jim Murdaugh made a special visit to the TCC Wakulla Center to present working plans for the Institute's programs. The Institute will highlight Wakulla's natural heritage and biodiversity, offering unique science and technology education opportunities. TCC plans to offer environmental degrees and certificate programs within the Institute.
But we see our involvement here in Wakulla County as really bringing together three important elements: education, conservation, and recreation in a way that makes Wakulla a destination, so that we can bring people here, provide memorable experiences to them in a way that nobody else can do.
Look for updates on the Wakulla Environmental Institute right here on TCC Channel 22.
TCC not only takes pride in the development and success of our students, but our faculty and staff as well. The National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development, or NISOD for short, held their International Conference on Teaching and Learning at the University of Texas at Austin. TCC faculty and staff presented their work to peers from other colleges from across the country and were recognized for their work.
The conference itself is designed to elicit the best of teaching, and it's a conference that's focused on teaching and learning and what we do to excel.
The biggest thing is just that opportunity. It's a capstone for our first year faculty. So the opportunity for them to come together and then also to infuse that group with some of our faculty who have been here for a while and are doing some really neat activities and have been awarded for their work.
I'm going to college.
I had a really good time. I was really excited to see discipline-specific workshops as well as organizational workshops, meaning I was able to sit in a room with a group of community college historians who were able to trade ideas about how to really engage our students.
6 of TCC's faculty received NISOD Excellence Awards for their invaluable service to the college and its students.
When I got the news that I was receiving the award, I was very excited. When I was actually receiving the award, it was continued excitement. So it was nice to be appreciated and recognized for the hard work that I've been doing, and it actually served as a motivation to keep doing what I've been doing.
But to have Dr. Sloan place the medal around my neck was very special. I applaud Dr. Sloan, Dr. Murdaugh for continuing the program, and Corinda Barrett for directing it.
Look for more information about NISOD's 34th Annual International Conference on Teaching and Leadership Excellence on Comcast Channel 22.
TCC's nursing program continues to make great strides in the community, but they're also making outstanding strides academically. The program's graduating class last December achieved a 100% pass rate on the National Council Licensure Examination state exam. The NCLEX-RN is a state board exam that all nursing graduates must complete in order to become registered nurses. Not only did the class achieve a perfect pass rate, but the 29 graduates did it on their first attempt.
It means a lot to me professionally because it's the culmination of 4 years of work with the faculty and with the students here. But it's even more important for the graduates because they can always say, it will always be on their resume and in the back of their mind that their class was 100%.
The exam scores further demonstrate the college's high-quality healthcare programs, which now study and train at TCC's new Gazzini Center for Healthcare Education. Thank you for watching the TCC Report. Next month, we'll showcase the college's strong national rankings from Community College Week, TCC's international partnerships in Taiwan and China, and the fresh start the college is offering students in our community.
And remember, look for more great TCC programming on Comcast Cable Channel 22 from 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. each day. You can also view our programs anytime on our YouTube channel.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. We want to hear from you.